Hey guys, what's up? It is spring break officially. I'm so excited. Spring break has always been a really fun time for me, and this one is no different. It's nice to have some days off where I can just sleep in. Today is not one of those days, but I just got off work about an hour ago, and now I can enjoy myself. I actually came home and immediately started cleaning my apartment, so I've been productive today, but now I'm just relaxing because the rest of the semester is just going to be really hardcore until summer, which I'm really excited about. Um, I don't have to take a bunch of summer school, which I thought I was going to have to, and now I don't. So it's like I've had this preconceived notion of having to take summer classes all summer and not have a summer vacation, and now I'm trying to get into the mindset that oh yeah, I am gonna have a summer vacation, yay. So I'm really excited about that, and as you can see, I'm a little sunburned. Okay, a lot sunburned actually. My nose pretty sunburned, forehead, all that. I laid out yesterday and it was great. Good old Phoenix. It's supposed to be 93 or 94 here today. It's totally normal for this time of year, but it was kind of a long winter in terms of in Phoenix standards because we're not used to long winter. I know I've had years that I've been here where it literally was just rainy and cold for like 1 week, and it was pretty much warm and sunny the entire rest of the time. But this winter it was actually pretty consistently chilly from December to the end of February. At least in the mornings and definitely at night. I was definitely sweatshirt and coat weather. But now it's warming up, and I have to say it was kind of nice to have a longer winter here in Phoenix. Winter in Phoenix is definitely not what people up north would consider winter. I mean, it is in the 50s here during the day, 60s. We do have a lot of 70s, and it's pretty much paradise all year round. But in terms of it not being in the 80s constantly, I think summer will be a little more bearable because we had a lot of cool weather. So that's really it's been a good year, weather wise. So I'm just hoping that summer isn't ridiculous hot the entire time, because it does have a tendency to start getting so hot that they start counting how many days consecutively it's over 110. I don't care how much I like Phoenix. Nobody likes 110 plus degrees. I deal with it. I don't mind it. I'm not dreading it, but you feel me? You feel me? Um, but I do love summer here. I think I'm really weird because I love the feeling of really dry, hot air, and it's just something only someone who's lived in humidity their whole life could appreciate, because it's not sweating all the time is awesome. So yeah, I'm excited about that. I'm excited about summer and just working and hanging out, you know. But spring break has been really fun and just really relaxing, hanging out with friends and no schoolwork. It's the best thing. So everything else is good. Last week, not gonna lie, last week sucked. Last week was fucking horrible, and there's no way around that. I'm not gonna sugarcoat and say there were some good aspects of last week. No, there were no good aspects of last week. Aside from the time I spent with my friends, which is always good, last week was horrible. I had midterms in every class. I had, midterms in every class, projects to do, homework to do. I had all of my classes, no classes got canceled. And a good friend of mine died the week in before, and it was just miserable. I'm trying to grieve her loss and stay on top of my schoolwork, and I literally just felt like I wasn't breathing the whole week. It just was horrible. So I'm glad that week is over because it was awful. So now I'm just chilling, and I look like a bum, and I am a bum right now, and my hair is totally peace and no makeup, whatever. I rarely wear makeup when I do vlogs anymore. I think I'm just getting back to au natural. I'm very comfortable with my body, and these days, I mean, I'm still losing weight, but I'm exceptionally comfortable with my appearance, more so than I ever have been. And that's a great feeling. That's a good feeling to have, knowing that I did it, and knowing that I lost the weight and I'm still losing the weight, and I'm just more comfortable, and I don't care what people think as much anymore. I used to care so much what people thought. It was always in the back of my mind, like, what is everybody else seeing? What is everybody else looking at when they see me? I don't care anymore. You know, what you see is what you get. The person I am inside is what matters. It doesn't matter what I look like on the outside. And that's how I'm looking at other people too. I used to, it's like pot calling the kettle black, because I used to judge people all the time for how they looked, whereas I had many flaws myself, and I still do have flaws, but I've gotten to know so many different people this school year, and I've gotten to know so many. I just feel like my this is the most open-minded I've ever been, and I love being this open-minded. It feels refreshing and freeing to just love everyone and accept everyone, and so I'm accepting myself, and it is what it is. If you don't like it, don't talk to me. It's whatever. But I've come to see that people like me for me, not what I look like, and so it's starting to rub off, and it's starting to just kind of be like, if you don't like that I'm not wearing makeup, don't talk to me, but, whatever. So it's refreshing to wake up every morning and feel, for the most part, comfortable with how I look, and it's awesome. So, really, spring break, I'm just trying to, read a book for pleasure. I'm reading Eat, Pray, Love. And so far, it's very interesting. It's kind of different content that I'm used to reading, that I'm used to getting into, but like I said, open-minded, just reading everything, and it's been really interesting. And then, of course, I've been following the news very closely as far as the whole situation in Japan is concerned. I just have to say, through all of the tragedy and the horrible images we've been seeing on the news of this tsunami that's just taken out entire cities, the people of Japan have really won my respect. Like, ridiculously. I cannot, put into words how much I respect these people. Because after Hurricane Katrina hit in the Gulf Coast, there was looting, there was violence, people were burning stuff in their city. I mean, your city's already been destroyed by this hurricane. You're gonna burn it and you're gonna destroy it more? That made America look horrible. Not all Americans are like that, but as a nation, the culture does not preach respect for your things. It doesn't. End of story. People take everything for granted in this country, and I am just as much of an offender, because it's just how people are raised here. But to watch people in Japan go through this and there's been no instances of looting, violence, people aren't burning things, people aren't blaming anybody, people aren't screaming at the government to do something, people aren't screaming at our government to do something. The Japanese are just waiting their turn to be helped. And it's the most amazing thing to watch, this society come together and show the utmost respect in the darkest times. And I think that says a lot. That says so much about their culture. So I tip my hat to Japan, and I'm standing on your side, because it is really an amazing thing what I've witnessed on the news through these people. It's just really, really amazing. I have a newfound respect for the Japanese and for Asian cultures as a whole. Most Asian cultures are like Japan in their respect for their country and their belongings and their livelihood. It's just really amazing to watch. So, much respect. So other than that going on, and just kind of watching this whole nuclear reactor situation, which is very scary. Don't like nuclear energy. I think it's very dangerous. But that's just a personal opinion. Other than that, everything is going really well, and I just really hope the rest of the semester goes well, and everything just ends up going the right way. So with that, I think, I don't know what I'm gonna do. The world is my oyster. I am on spring break. I don't even care. So I'm just gonna go hang out. And I hope you guys are having a good week. Happy hump day. I will catch you all later.